Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to arrange our faux winter hellebore arrangement. I always find that this time of year, like the hellebores are the star of the show in the garden. They're the one that withstand the frost, the colds. They just seem to pop back up everywhere. So yeah, we're using these are the white ones, and they just abundance of flowers on each stem. They just work so beautifully with our fresh greens and whites. And I'm going to be using our hemmingstone vase to arrange these. It suits loads of our vases. It suits the laburnum, I've got it photographed on the website, and it also suits the Suffolk. So this is 30 centimetres tall by 30 centimetres wide with an opening of 12 centimetres. So we're going to start by using our two green eucalyptus. So I'll show you the difference actually. So this is your green eucalyptus, and this is the green eucalyptus gunny. So your gunny's smaller and shorter, the green eucalyptus is longer, fuller, and the leaves are bigger. I like to use both because it just gets a variation of leaves, which I just think adds loads of nice texture. So first of all, I'm just going to get in these stems and I'm going to bend these down. So I kind of want them to start about there. So I'm going to bend it like that. And then you've got the leaves kind of starting at the neck of the vase, as opposed to just plonking them in and having them like that, which looks way too out of proportion. Same on this stem. Bend that down like that. And at this point, they're going to bend all over the place, but do not worry. It all comes together when we add more stems in. So next up, I'm going to be putting in our two faux fir branches. We had these last year. I still absolutely love them. They've got this delicate kind of scattering of the pine cones. They kind of feel nice to the touch and just really realistic lush greenery for winter. I'm not actually going to bend these because they're the perfect height with the hemmingstone bars. And just getting one kind of in the front there and one in the back like so, just so you've got those little scatterings peeping through everywhere. So it's very natural. And then next, I'm going to get in our snow breeze. So these have got like a off-white berry on them with nice green leaves on a branch. So I'm just going to take a couple of seconds just to kind of bend the snow breeze out a little bit, just to make them slightly less kind of straight looking. And just don't need to bend these too much. Probably about there on that one. And just make sure that you've got them kind of peeping through your foliage. And then may even leave this one at full height on this side, like so. And then having this one much lower towards the front. So I want it to come about there. So I'm going to have a nice bend so that I get both branches on the kind of lip of the vase, like that. And you just get that nice white then. It's like all throughout the whole arrangement, looking nice and realistic. Next up, I'm going to get the hellebores in. So the kind of stars of our arrangement. And again, just taking a couple of seconds just to make these feel more voluminous. I'm not going to bend them. They don't need to be bent. And we're going to have that one kind of just sitting over the lip. Can you see the hellebores in the garden? And when you see them, they kind of have that droopy effect, like they come forward towards you. So that's exactly the kind of nodding kind of look that we're going for, which these are really effortless. They do this kind of for you anyway, but positioning them over there really helps. And then maybe one on this side. And it may be that the bottom of the stem doesn't actually touch the bottom of my vase, but because we've got lots of stems already in here supporting, it doesn't matter. They don't need to, because when you let go, they're not going to move. And then maybe the other one on this side, like so. So you've just got a nice hellebores like working throughout the arrangement. They're not in a clump, they're not in a cluster. They're just doing a lovely little job of being there. Then I'm going to get in our green gunny stems. And the reason I put these in kind of after is because they're a kind of slimmer stem, and I just wanted to kind of be a bit more precise about where I wanted to put them throughout the flowers. So I think, yeah, I want this one here, just coming forwards a little bit, and the other one may leave at full height at the back there. You can just see the difference between that smaller leaf and the bigger leaf. All these kind of like subtleties make a big difference. And then last but by absolutely no means least, because I think these are so integral to the arrangement, are the wax flower with a very delicate white flower and the lush kind of green foliage on it with the branch. And you get obviously those two side shoots, so they work quite hard and they can pull through all of your stems. So I'm just going to have this one towards the back, and I quite like that being a high point here, and just making sure that I'm getting the most out of the branch. And then this one maybe a bit lower, kind of around about here, just so it's not the same height. We're not creating like two antennas for the arrangement, but we're just bringing it down slightly lower, and then you're going to get some of that white delicate flower on this side as well. So height wise we're going about there. So just have a little measure and see if that's about right, which it is. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And you just want to make sure that you take a nice little step back at this point, once everything's in situ, to make sure that you're happy, because when you're working kind of on top of it, it can be tricky to get that full view. So some of these hellebores were hiding. I'm just going to pick them up a little bit, just so you can really get the full benefit of those. But otherwise, I'm very happy with that. And a little bit of styling with these. I'm just going to pop in our lovely, brand new, our very own pine and winterberry 3-wick candle, which is a lovely big size next to a big arrangement, and a couple of our trees, so a small and a large. Very simple, and this is something that could take you right through to spring, and even like the hellebores and the snowberries and the eucalyptus, they all still work throughout all of the seasons. So yeah, a really nice one to create, and hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you soon.